Okay, so just so wanted to add to this video, just confirming all good. Right, so it's hanging on the bounce, right? And so there's a couple of ideas to fix that. Yeah, so the idea that I have is that when polarity, right, because polarity is down, right, because it's, sorry, positive is down, right, and so we flip polarity, -1, +1, -1, +1, right, but it starts positive, and then right now it came back negative. So we'll take care of this one first. And so it's going to be here, right? Just confirming. So it's going to be here at change y. So we'll do an if. So there's a couple of ways we could structure that. Oh, here. That's the one. So I want to use a Boolean. Actually, I can use that. Dump that in here. Copy and paste. That will go in here, and then we'll break. Okay, so my idea, it's very simple. It's if if we're on position, that's 0. Just want to confirm. That's 0, 1. Right? If we're on 0, 1 and polarity is negative, to break, to get out of the repeat. And what that should do is bring it straight to the bouncing. I'm pretty confident that that should work. Copy, paste. So if 1 is... just go to 0 actually. If 0 is greater than polarity, meaning it's negative, simply, right? And if also it's a double compare here, right? Because it's x and y. Okay, well, can do that. Paste. Right, now this is going to be, no, sorry, that goes out. So x is 0, copy this, paste it, right, so it's going to get a bit big, but that's the power of logic. So, this one will go in here. This one will go in here. Right? We'll have to do a second one of this one. Y. And that one, if it's equal to 1. And this whole chunk goes in here. Alright, so it's getting a bit bulky. Right? So if position is 0, 1, and if polarity is negative, you break, basically. should work. So we need to wait that it comes back. Come on, come on. Oh! What? Because the Y... if it reaches to 0, 0. Because it's always 1 ahead when it ends. Right. So remember that. When it ends here, it's always 1 extra. Right. Let's see that one. Let's just hope it works. Come on. It's doing nothing. What? That looked like a good idea to me. Oh. Okay, pause the video. Okay. Wow. It's really there's a lot mean in that one again than I expected. So what's causing the darn issue? It's because every 5 cycles at the end we change by polarity, which means you always end up 1 extra, which forced me before to change it after you're out of the loop. So say that you went 0, 0 all the way to 0, 4. When you were exiting this loop here, you were actually at 0, 5, and so you can't start on the other side drawing on 1, 5 because you're out, and then you won't draw 1, 0. So you needed to change it before you started the next row. And that's what created the whole issue, because when I'm coming back, I'm trying to do 1 less LED. So my code right now, what it does is it stops at 0, 1 when it's coming back, but then it kept not wanting to start back at 0, 0. But that makes sense because I was changing that number once I was out of my 5 drawings of each of those LEDs. So that's why this second huge if here. So when it's 0, 1 and it's negative, I need to break, and then I need to check again when I'm outside. If I'm on 0, 1 and it's still negative, I need to set it to 0, 0, change the polarity, or else, basically. So the lesson in this is that when you, so that means the idea of using this kind of loop to start might not have been the best idea, because once you get into a lot of particular cases like this, and I'm really doubling this if you really think of it, right? This if exists because I'm busting at the end of my 5 loops. So this means my structure was not very good to start. So it works, but like you're looking for the ideal code here, right? And that's the whole challenge. I will have to, like, I'm not going to redo it tonight, obviously, but I will have to redo this code with a different structure. I have an idea already of something that could help it. So anyway, stay tuned for that, I guess. But you see it's still hanging when we come back, right? So let's try to do it live here. I should be able to do it fairly quick, let's hope. So let's stop that. So essentially, I just copy this if here. It's going to get really bulky now. Put it under that if. It's getting really ugly. I don't like that. So now, if I'm on 4, 3, right? So this one here, and polarity is positive, so smaller than polarity, so it will break. Okay, well that's actually it should actually work right away. Eesh, let's hope. So let's put that under here. This is huge. 430. 4, 3. And that one goes the other side. Yeah, it's because of those two special cases. I really don't like that. So it works, but ooh. Whoa. Whoa. It gets out. Oh no. Let me pause the video. Okay. So I'm running, that's really, it's totally unexpected and it totally makes sense. I'm running into a second set of issues now. So let me try to explain it. So this works here inside of my 5 loop. This totally, it should work anyway. I don't see, oh, actually, I run into the same issue here, right? So the problem is it's the if-else. So if it's if, oh no, I'm fine because it's changed polarity. No, it's the same idea. It's because it. So now I have 2 cases where, right? So I wanted to have a special case for 0, 1 and for 4, 3, but now I'm creating, so essentially we'll do the else and this else, so for each of those special cases, when it should do it just for one of them. So I would have, I would have to encapsulate this condition inside of a bigger condition. It's getting really, really, really unwieldy. Which, this is an awesome lesson, which means that the starting structure was not a good structure. Because right now I'm just starting to get a ton of extra cases, and you know right there and then that the structure to start was not the right one. So, I think what we'll do, just keep to the bouncing version, so the starting version. That'll be sufficient, okay? But this is educational, right? Hoping that's that you're getting the. So here, this is exactly the issue. So this works great. Like this whole if works great when I'm coming back, and this if works great when I'm coming back here at 4, 3. The issue is that this else and this else gets done on the 2 cases, because it's false here and it's false as well here, which means it will do this one and then this one and then go to this, which means it does set polarity twice and the change y twice for each of those 2 positions. So this is totally not working. And as I said, I would have to encapsulate another condition on top. I could do that. So it's not that I couldn't get it to work, it's just I'm trying to teach you to make code that's elegant, height, you know. And this is, it's clear now. It's not going anywhere, right? It could work, but it's just getting really inefficient at this point. So note to self. So I have an idea anyway, so maybe I'll show it to you guys later. All right, so end of that.